Yarowa offers digital solutions for the claims process and is well established in the market, working with over 90 insurance companies such as AXA, Generali, Zurich and Allianz. With a presence across multiple geographies, their technology seamlessly integrates into insurers' claims system. As official partners of ERP systems such as Guidewire and Sapiens, they offer automated cover checking and a cloud-based marketplace with digital end-to-end processes to optimize order execution. Learn how you can boost your claims experience and deliver exceptional results. Please welcome Yarowa.
Hi. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce Yarowa to you. I'm Andreas Akeret. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Yarowa. Have 20 years experience also in the insurance industry. And what we actually do as Yarowa, we work together at the moment with over 90 insurance companies in several countries in Europe, also the big brands like Allianz, Generali, Zurich Insurance, and others. We have mainly two solutions in the claim space. One solution is we have the capability to automate the cover checking. And the other solution is that we digitize all the providers that you need to settle a claim. We are also ISO certified 9001 and 27001 and are official partner of Guidewire, Sapiens, and are integrated in several other ERP systems in the market. But now for this presentation, please let's focus on the automated cover check. You know, nowadays still the claims handlers, they manually need to check if a claim is covered or not. And I took an example here from one of the biggest insurance companies in Switzerland. It's a household policy wording, 52 pages, 52 pages. And then there are also the claims guidelines that come on top. So a claims handler needs to know that by heart, and for all the generations they have, for personal lines, commercial lines, then there is a version 2000, a version 2002. They need to know it by heart. We know it's very difficult to find those people. We also know it's very expensive and intensive to train these people on this policy wordings. Then you have a search event. What happens? You have not enough people, so there are other problem. And as it is a manual task, there of course also inaccuracy can happen, so you have leakage because of wrong assessments of the claim. And often also the customer is the one that needs to wait for too long until they get the answer. Now, I would like to show you how an insurance company by themselves can transform these policy wordings and the claims guidelines into a smart contract, or a computable contract, as you also could call it. This is a drag and drop environment, and let's start the demo quickly so I can show you how this is done. This is the drag and drop environment, how an underwriter or a claims expert can bring the policy wording and the claims guidelines in a logical form. It would need a training of probably 2 hours, and then it's something somebody can do by themselves. You see now how a quota can be integrated, saying 50% of that part of the damage is carried by the customer, 50% is paid by the insurance company. So very simple how the creation of such a smart contract happens. Now, when this whole model is finalized, you can publish it, and the code for this smart contract is automatically created. But now what do we do with this smart contract? The smart contract we are afterwards using in the claims process. So in the claims process, the smart contract is capable to only ask those questions that are relevant for a particular claim, because it knows what it needs to ask. It's not asking 40 questions and only 10 are relevant. It asks only what is relevant and does a very detailed calculation of what is covered and what is not covered. We will look at an example in a minute. You need to imagine when you go through this smart contract or to this automation of the claim assessment, there are actually two important parts. One part is some questions about the event. So what happened? After you have declared what the event was, you have different cost positions that might be a damaged item, but also might be some repair work that needs to be done. Therefore, each cost position needs to be evaluated if they are covered or if they are not covered. The example that we are going to see now in the demonstration is property damage. It's a fire that we are going to see. in this example, you see a claims handler filling in the information, but it can be the claims handler, it can be the customer itself, it can be an intermediary that does it. We also use AI, so there can also be an AI solution that takes information from the first notification of loss and automatically fills the application. That's also and of course, you can have the mix. You can fill it automatically with an AI solution, but with those areas where the AI solution was not 100% sure, you still have the claims handler going through it and having a look at it. So let's have a quick look at the cover check itself. Now you see we are at the event questions. It goes very quick. Fire, it's done. The event is already through. Now we can add the cost positions and say, okay, what happened? So some clothes were burned in that fire. So now we need to declare or categorize what the clothes are. This is also something that can be supported with AI solutions so that this classification of the cost position can be done automatically. We already see now that there was from the $1,000 that were the damage, we see exactly 800 are covered, 200 are not covered. And what is also very important, what you see there at the bottom, you also have an explanation why something is not covered. It would tell you and say there is a limit reached. So it gives you the information that also the claims handler or the customer needs to understand why something is covered or not covered. Now we see the final result here. You see that from the 2,250 euros, you see exactly what now was covered, not you have the explanation why something might not be covered. This is how we automate the whole cover check. Now, we also have an additional solution. One thing is it's good if you can tell the customer that something is covered or not covered, but the second thing is you also would like to offer help. I mentioned before that we also have a platform where we digitize all the vendors or providers that you need to settle a claim, so that also the process of mandating a provider until then also handing in the bill, checking the bill is all digitized as well. When we look at the benefits that insurance companies have measured, so that's not a vision, so that's really measured results. Of course, not all of them, but some of them. We have seen process efficiency increases of 45% due to this process. We have seen reductions of up to 10% of the claims payments, so very significant reductions of claims payments, even as we have at the moment the claims inflation. And of course, due to better selection of providers, but mainly to avoid leakage in the cover checking. And the third is also an increase in customer satisfaction. You are much faster, much more accurate to give an answer to your customer, and you can even have some of these functionalities served as self-service for your customers. It was a great pleasure to, in a short time, try to explain you what we do. We are here also at the kiosk, so we'll be happy to have further discussions, to see some of you, or else reach out by email to me. It was a great pleasure. Many thanks.